Hello everyone, Steve here. If you guys probably don't really notice that, I've kind of changed spots, where I usually record my videos, and also, and also it's like a very early in the morning too. So like because usually when it comes to like recording videos, I usually like record them like I don't know, pretty late, either like late in the morning or in the early afternoon, of course. But I decided to record, just change things to just change some things up. But yeah, but that's probably not why you guys probably clicked on this video. Because well, today's video I'm going to be talking about what's currently going on right now here in the United States. That being they're trying to bring back like in yeah in I forgot when I know the word, I just have trouble pronouncing it. Institutions, there we go, that's the word. They're trying to bring back those old like institutions where like disabled people used to be in. And if you know about those old institutions, you know they're bad. That being was like, because I already seen like I already watched like a bunch of documentaries as well as like videos explaining like the horrible conditions, of course, that people literally had to like be in, of course. Yeah, those they're trying to bring back. Yeah, because currently, right now the DOJ is trying to like change the narrative of like how how disabled people should be housed, or like how it should be taken care of, and yeah, should be taken care of. And one of them being they're trying to like bring back those old institute, yeah, those in yeah, they're trying to bring them back, of course. Even of course, which we already have like a bunch of evidence, of course, that these in um those into no I have struggle, I have a hard time pronouncing words. Like I know it, I've said it, I literally quite said it like earlier, but kind of forgot. But anyways, yeah. But the reason why I'm talking about that is simply because of like a number of reasons. That being is like because I don't think you guys really know, or I haven't really told you guys about it. That simply because this is stuff I don't usually tell people at all. Of course, this is only something like people very close to me who know. That being, I'm autistic. Yeah, that being like I'm autistic. Yeah, I'm autistic, and you guys probably would know, of course, probably would have known by now. But just in case, I guess I can tell you about it. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm mostly talking about like the return of those institution, yeah, those in yeah those in yeah those facilities, of course, which I've never been into them, never have, simply because I'm a 2006 baby. Like I never had to like I've had no experience, of course, of what those facilities were like, and I'm lucky, of course, I didn't have to go through that. Because if I did, I probably would not be here, of course, or you guys would not be hearing of me whatsoever, of course. However, there's people I do know that would be affected by it, of course. Of course, that being like some of my friends, as well as like that being like either some of my friends or friends that I know that have children who have children, of course, who or either who have who have some form of disability, of course, which which I do feel bad for them, of course. That being because they're gonna be and because the government's gonna like straight up like take away from them, straight up just take them away and then put them in those facilities, of course, and the government's trying to claim that this is for for best the best interest for them, but we know that's all a lie. Uh, and then as for me, I don't think I am gonna be sent to those facilities at all. Simply because even though sure, I'm a bit on the spectrum. However, I'm not like however like I'm essentially like a very high function autism. That means like I can take care of myself pretty well. Like I can cook for myself. Cook for myself, dress for myself, bathe myself. I can pretty much do like the things like a normal person would do. Like sure, there's some things I do struggle with a bit, but overall, like I can take care of myself very well. So I don't think I'll be sent to those facilities. I hope, but I don't know. The government may have other plans for me or something like that. But yeah, generally, yeah, I'm like kind of like this, scared, of course, about about those in those facilities coming back, of course. Because even if it doesn't affect me, I know it's gonna affect you know yeah, millions of like other people, of course, who don't have the luxury of like yeah, luxury, of course, of don't have don't have the luxury, of course, of not being too disabled, or of being functional as me. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I know there's also other stuff going on, of course, as well. That being like the cutting of like Social Security, for like many disabled people that yeah, the cutting of like Social Security benefits that many disabled people rely on, as well as some other stuff, of course. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today's video. I hope you guys have a good day. Steve is out. Bye bye.